Welcome to the stream. Hope everybody is doing well. More Final Fantasy XIV. Evidently a big patch came out yesterday with new updates. Dishonor Before Death. Bottled Fantasy. The Crate. Those I don't care about. Let's do this one and then we will check out the others.
Hello there. Come to collect a mammoth heart, you say? Then you must be here on behalf of Garland Ironworks. I've taken the liberty of picking the finest example we have, a heart fit for a prince among mammoths. Payment? Oh, that won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Alfinord's personal use, after all. He notified us a short while ago that his manservant would be coming to collect it.
Manservant?
Tender in years though he may be, Master Alfinord has been a benefactor of ours since my predecessor's time. The Goldsmiths Guild wouldn't dream of charging him. But here is the mammoth heart. May it serve you well. Oh, and please do pass on my compliments to your master.
Yeah, I'm not really worried. Alright, so we go back to Sid's workshop after recommendations. Let's go to these two over here. Which is at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Dishonor Before Death.
Time heals all wounds, or so say those who have never experienced true pain. More than 30 summers have passed since I carried the standard of the Darklight Raiders into Cutter's Cry, but not a day goes by that I don't see the faces of the friends I lost that fateful day, Gerbald the Red and his loyal second, Aubriest. Stillwater, Simon the Sweet, always armed with a jab and jest. Our ever-ireful mage Chiron Zabrin, as quick to cast as he was to temper. Thorman Thousandgill, never has there lived a man with a tighter grip, be it on his sword or his coin. And let us not forget one Il Malison. Though it's hard to fathom now, what with all the adventurers scampering about like rabbits in the spring, there was once a time when bands of mercenaries were who the city-states turned to when in need of a blade, the Darklight Raiders being the biggest and best of them bands. Ishgardian funded forays into hellish pits like the Aurum Vale would earn us a king's ransom in a matter of days, though it would only take a night of devil's play at the Mirage to see it gone from our purses. But so was the life of a raider. That is, until we took that job at Cutter's Cry. My brothers and I had stood against herds of giant buffaloes on Ogamuro, snurble infestations on the Pearl, legions of cold-blooded Sahagin from the abyssal depths of the Indigo Deep, but none of that prepared us for the horrors we would face in Hell's Brood holes. None of it prepared us for the Chimera. The bards still sing of the day 7 of the realm's finest warriors set off into the bowels of that forsaken place, but only saw one return, Zebalt the Stoic, spared by the beast so that he may warn all others who would be foolish enough to attempt to despoil the Chimera's lair. Ah, my apologies. You did not come to hear the guilt-ridden ramblings of an old man, but, if you have a moment, I was wondering if I could ask of you a favor. The final wish of an ailing soul seeking peace with his past before departing on his journey through the 7 gates. In each of the 30 summers since escaping from the maws of that terrible beast, I have returned to its lair to pay the proper respects to my fallen compatriots. However, the years have finally caught up with old Zebald, and try as I might, no longer can these bones make the trek alone. If it is not too much to ask, would you travel to Cutter's Cry in my stead, and place this bouquet of flowers upon the resting place of the Darklight Raiders?
Alright, let's see. We got another one up here. What is this? Oh. Medicine Merchant. Bottled Fantasy.
Hee hee hee. Why hello there, lad. Care to make some easy gill? You need only deliver a file of my wares to a customer. I'll make it worth your while. You think some street urchin wouldn't scruple to abscond with my goods or pilfer for my profits? No, I need an adventurer for this work. Someone with morals. Now that we understand each other, take this to the gladiator waiting on the steps of Nald. Once you receive his dues, bring them straight back here, and rest assured I will know if you're even a gill short. This is taking forever. Maybe it really was too good to be true. Ah. Thank you, sir. I've been waiting for what felt like an age, but finally it's here. My miracle draft. Oh, do you not know what this is? This, my friend, is a phial of the mysterious brew called Fantasia. Legend states that any who drink it before lying down for a nap awakens a new man, or woman. My Colosseum debut is coming up, and I'm terribly nervous. So I thought this medication might bestow me with the self-confidence I lack. And a chiseled, muscly body besides. Ha ha ha. I can't wait to show off in my subligar. Take this to the medicine merchant with my compliments. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm off to make my dreams come true.
Okay, it's um uh cosmetic shit so you can change your race and looks and whatnot, I guess.
Good, you're back. And with my payment, I expect? Every last gill accounted for. I knew you'd be right for the job. Now for your payment. But what's this?
Heck.
A friend of yours? I can't say I recognized him. My client? You mean that little Lalafellan gladiator? Who's to say? I have no way of proving that man was indeed my client. But if it would sate your curiosity, I believe I can spare you a file for your own experimentation.
Want that shit?
Now, my business here is done. We will meet again someday, though whether we recognize one another is less certain. Hee hee hee.
Yep, that's what I thought. Okay. Something I do not need. Okay. That should be everything here. Alright. So let's go to Little Alamigo, maybe? Oh, actually, now let me go here first.
This is Cutter's Cry, a labyrinth of sand-ridden caverns. And you hear that? That sound like the huffing snort when a fire catches? That's the Chimera, not that I've seen it. Sure, go right on in, if you're that certain of your ability to make it out in one piece. Just don't expect me to go trotting in there. After you, no matter how hard you wail and holler. Ah, you promised old Zebalt the Stoic, did you? He's what's called a man of principle, he is. A little too much principle, I'd say. What's wrong with wanting to live when you've a wife at home big with child? Aye, the tale goes that rather than facing the fate spun for him by Nimia, he hid beneath the mangled body of his leader and watched as his companions were torn apart, one by one, all so that he might return home to see his son born.
Damn.
Should he have died a hero rather than lived a coward? Was being able to see his son worth having the boy grown knowing his father was a craven, a disgrace to his friends and family? Should I ever find myself faced with a similar decision, would I have the courage to walk the righteous path? You know the true reason I will never step into that cave.
Well, fuck. Alright, Cottage Cry now accessible. Alright, now let's go to little Alamigo. Alamigo. Where we go, Alamigo.
Commander Swift said he'd assigned someone to assist with our growing Beastman problem. Glad to see the urgency of our situation is being taken seriously. Now, as I'm sure the commander explained, the Amali AA activity in the region has grown almost frenzied. Seems like the lizardmen are determined to carry off every peddler and traveler that tries to pass through southern Thanalan. And I'm not speaking of furtive, nighttime raids here. The bastards are striking in full daylight, even against escorted merchant caravans. We've heard reports of raids as far south as the Seguli Desert, so it's not a simple matter of increasing patrols on the roads into Little Alam Higo. We must mount a decisive response, and soon. The next time the Amali AA appear, I want you ready to send them howling back into the desert. Not long before you arrived, in fact, our scouts reported a merchant resting in plain view on one of the trade routes. Make haste to the location I've marked on your map, and see that the fool isn't taken by a raiding party. Overconfident fools. You think your raids here go unnoticed? What treachery is this? You are of the Brotherhood of Ash? We are. Though we number but few, we shall be your death this day.
Oh. The good Amaja.
Traitorous heathens. Your victory will come at a price. Attacking when the enemy's back is turned? Your ancestors would turn in their graves. A soldier's life is one of peril. And the first rule of war is to understand the mind of your enemy, as well as your own. Your presence is noted here, adventurer. But this is our battle, you need not become involved. I am Hamuj Ga, and I lead the Brotherhood of Ash. We are what remain now that the all-consuming flames have reduced the rest of my people to unthinking zealots. You interest me, child of Erzia, be it fortune or fate, I would not ignore the forces that sought to bring us together. I extend to you an invitation to join us at the Ring of Ash.
Nice. They give me Kamari vibes from FF10. What were they called? Ronsos? Friend? Anything else? Very nomadic like.
Welcome to the Ring of Ash, adventurer. This place serves as home for our humble gathering of soldiers. My brothers and I ever seek to hone our martial prowess and honor the blood of our ancestors. We keep to the old ways of the desert nomad and of the warrior. To those who are worthy, we show the proper respect regardless of origin. Your aura, it carries the reek of brimstone. Could you be one of the champions said to have laid low the Lord of the Inferno?
Yes.
Then I would have you understand the curse that has befallen our fanatic brethren. They have forgotten the code that governs our people, the glory that comes with a warrior's death. They spirit away the weak and the feeble, and offer them up in exchange for the barbed blessings of a hoary god. Day after day, I witness the shameful acts of my kin. The honor of the Amalie is a faded, paltry thing, no longer driven by the righteous fortunes of battle. It is these kidnappings that most stoke the flames of my fury. Why? The victims often bear no arms at all. What triumph can be found in such cowardly attacks? We are hunters, my brothers and I, and the fallen Amalie who huddle in Zanric our prey. If you share my outrage, then I bid you join us in our kin war. No, I will not accept this pretender.
Hmm?
You claim to be one of the heroes that fell to Freet? I've cut down a dozen men who boasted that feat. More likely you slew a guttering fire sprite and convinced yourself it was the king of the seventh hell. I did not ask for your counsel, Loonga. I, and I alone, make this decision for the Brotherhood.
Humph. Then you better not stray into the path of my arrows, adventurer. We have too many enemies for me to waste ammunition on puffed up heroes like you.
Forgive this interruption. I shall vouch for the authenticity of your claim. Only one who has faced and defeated a Freet could have the scent that you do. Past glories, however, will not impress my soldiers. Prove yourself through your actions, and you might find your reception here improved. Our foes are the Amalie of Zanric. We shall break the fangs that feast on the helpless. Our target is clear, and our resolve unshakable.
I think this allows me to unlock their quest line. Brotherhood of Ash.
We, the Amalie, were once simple nomads who roamed the vast plains of Paglethan. If any sought to impede our path, we relished the challenge to our skill at arms. For as long as our people have existed, it has been the tradition for aging warriors to make the pilgrimage to the holy land of Zanric, and there confront the specter of death. It is an honor to cast one's time-tempered soul into the sacred flames, and return one's body to ash. But these craven whelps of Zarak quaver before death's inevitability. They seek not to fortify their spirits, instead groveling before a deity for the strength they do not deserve. I have not the words to express my disgust for the manner of this groveling, this subjugation of the meek by contemptuous weaklings. The path to true greatness lies only in conquering those greater than oneself, and in the doing attaining mastery over one's own failings. War leader, there is trouble. The Flamefangs have scented fresh prey. We must sound the call to arms. It seems you shall have the chance to prove your talents, adventurer. Show the Brotherhood your unbending steel ! Loonga.
Your wish, war leader?
This warrior is known by the name Loonga. Though her form may be Mikode, her soul harbors a raging blaze to match that of any Amalie soldier. We of the Brotherhood know only the struggle for martial perfection. Tribe, clan, gender, these details matter not. Loonga, you will accompany our newest ally into battle.
What? Why choose me for this task? Surely, there are others more fitting. Some hatchling in training, perhaps?
Enough. I grow weary of your insolence. Shall I have my blade answer your mewling?
No, war leader. It shall be as you command. Now we shall see you for the charlatan you are. Meet me at this spot on your map. I pray your screams are short-lived.
Please. Alright, let's take a look again at this. I'm doing that now, okay. We are going. Where are we going? Oh, down here. Oh.
Phew, you made short work of those raiders. I don't know who you are or where you came from, but you have my thanks. I'd heard the Amali AA were snatching folk from the trade routes again, but I thought that was just my rivals trying to scare me out of business. After all, the roads had been safe enough until now. I'll have to hire a guard or two for the next time I pass through here. Damn beastmen. Sellsword wages do so eat into a man's profits.
Humph, I expected you to die here. Come now, we return to the Ring of Ash. You are no hatchling in battle, that much is obvious. But do not think me so easily impressed. There is yet the question of your resolve. The Brotherhood of Ash is a conclave of elite warriors. Under the command of Hamujtgar, we wage a war of attrition against the Zealots of Sanrak. Those fallen Amalj AA build altars and pitch camps wherever they please, convincing themselves they are the masters of the Holy Land. It must feel brave indeed to challenge none but the weak and undefended. Recall the raiders you but recently faced. They were members of the Flamefangs, a faction among the Zanrak Amalj AA that, more than any other, delights in kidnappings. Naturally, they also draw the most ire of the Brotherhood. It is our mission to see their ambitions ground into dust and their leaders slain. Indeed, it is the duty of all who would call themselves true Amalj AA warriors. And now, a warning, do not seek to meddle too deeply in our affairs. This war is not some distraction to be dabbled in by outsiders such as you. You think my words unconvincing? You think that I, 2. Am Noah Malj AA? To the 7 hells with what you think. Go, make your report to Hamuj Tgar before he has to find himself a new pet adventurer.
Honored ally, news of your battle has spread through the camp. By all accounts, you fought with uncanny ability. None may now doubt that yours was the hand that slew a raging god. If our cause rings true in your heart, then I would further welcome your aid. Will you unleash your fury alongside the soldiers of the Brotherhood?
Of course.
Well said. Yours is a true warrior's heart. Though we differ in many ways, the foe that we would topple is the same. Let us vow death to the Flamefangs. Theirs is a fire that cannot be suffered to burn.
There you
have
go.
achieved neutral reputation with the Brotherhood of Ash. Amali AA Society quests are now available from Phi Bubga at the Ring of Ash. Furthermore, you may now purchase wares from the Brotherhood of Ash vendor.
You bet your ash. There we go. We have unlocked them. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, that's him smothering. Okay. Now let's go to, I could go back to Sid's. I kind of want to check the other places to make sure we're good on the quests. So let me go to, oh, actually, no. We're near, we've already did that. Let's go to Limsa Lamensa. Take a look at the quest there. Make sure we're pretty much up to date on everything. As far as unlocking extra shit. So you want to be rogue, so. A flagon of 2. What the hell is this? A flagon or 2 of grog haven't filled me head with big ideas. I that I owe villainy from the pier, feeling as if I could cut down my life for myself. Woke the next morning strung up by my ankles. I was lucky to escape with my life. Such the buccaneer's words. I would see as he saw. Next to the morning. From the pier, that sounds like it's down there. Let's go down to the Fisherman's Guild. Let's see real quick. Ah, I'm at the right area. Ooh, that was close. Alright, how do I get up there? Oh, here we go. Ah. Oh, Lord. Gotta be clear skies. Okay, there's no clear skies, so we will come back to this later. Okay, so I need to check all the different. Was it just two areas really? This area and this area. Okay. They came from the deep. Oh lord, there's the gold saucer music again. Oh yeah, we'll get this one too. Highway robbery.
Joseph, I know not what brings ye to Maelstrom Command this day, but I can hardly fault your timing. Aye, we've a situation on our hands, we do. Not days ago, a convoy of ours was ambushed en route to Limsa, and a goodly shipment of saltpeter plundered from our very ants. The scurvy dogs responsible for the axe struck swiftly and under darkness, so we've yet to figure out who they are, much less bring them to justice. Saltpeter, as ye may know, is a key ingredient in fashion and fire sand. Whatever our foe might be plotting, like as not it involves an earty share of fiery death and destruction. Command has dispatched an elite regiment to the field to investigate, but clues have proved harder to come by than an alf decent pint of ale at sea. Leading the investigation is a good comrade of mine. While I'd like nothing more than to lend me strength to her search, I can't very well shirk me duties ere. If ye find yourself itching for adventure, ye could do worse than to make for swift perch and seek out one Lieutenant Scaeswas. Just say that Tracheriot sent ye.
Okay. It came from the deep.
Your hearing must be exceptional, Joseph. If you did not overhear the Linkpole report, then why? Well, no matter. You are here now, and we could certainly use your aid. I have just received word that raiders have sunk a civilian vessel in the Strait of Malta. One of our warships is en route as we speak, though I fear there will be little left for them to find. I am uncomfortably familiar with tales of pirates looting, and even commandeering, their targets, but to sink the ship entire? An excessively brutal act, even for a buccaneer. No, I'd wager cold hard coin that those thrice-damned fishbacks are behind this, them and their serpent reaver lackeys. The Sahagin have much to answer for. Vengeance will be forthcoming, but let us first focus on rescuing what poor souls we may. While the warship scours the waters, I would have you head to eastern La Nocia and look for any survivors washed up on the sands of Bloodshaw. One of my soldiers, Private Woolfolk, has been deployed to coordinate the search. Speak with him when you arrive, and he will direct your efforts to where they are most needed. May Lean Lean guide your steps.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do the beauties and whatever. Yeah, it's up here.
You're either a brave man or a fool, friend, to be wandering the streets of Limsa tonight, what with the slasher of Fisherman's Bottom on the loose. You've not heard? There's a madman about. Why, it's said he brandishes blades so long and sharp that they could gut a whale. No one's seen any blood yet, but that hasn't stopped the rumors from sending shivers up spines in every alehouse in town. That you're still standing before me tells me you don't scare as easily as the rest. Perhaps you could assist with the investigation. To start with, you might want to look into that scream I just heard outside. What are you waiting for? That's him, the slasher. Apprehend him, toss him in jail, and throw away the key. Or gut him and feed his lifeless body to the sharks for all I care. Just do something. Woe is me. Whatever did I do to deserve this cruel fate? For 6 moons, I saved every last gill of my husband's hard-earned wage, foregoing new shoes, a new purse, sometimes even food for our children, all in anticipation of this day. What's so special about today, you ask? Why, this day marks the arrival of a world-renowned aesthetician in Limsa. My endless patience and self-control were to be rewarded with a hair-raising transformation that would have every fashion-conscious Lomondson oohing and eyeing in admiration. Instead, I find myself accosted by this lecherous lout. Speaking of which, weren't you going to do something about this? Go ahead, have your way with him. I doubt he has anything to say for himself.
Oh, the ignominy of it all. Of course you take her side. For shame, is there not one sympathetic ear in this entire nation? An artiste of my renown should be welcomed with open arms, and a 21 cannon salute. Instead, I am branded a criminal, the tools of my trade, nay, the extensions of my very soul, ripped unceremoniously from my person like barnacles from the side of a frigate. I will not last long in my weakened state. No, even as we speak, the world around me grows dim. With my dying breaths, I speak unto you three names, three kind souls who may yet put right what has gone so frightfully wrong. Forgemaster Hananza of Naldic and Vimelis, Guildmaster Beaton of the Gridanian Carpenters Guild, and Severian at the Alchemists Guild in Uda. If there is an ounce of compassion in you, seek them out, and tell them Jan Delane sent you. When my soul is restored and my name rightfully cleared, all of Limsa, nay, the entire realm, will sing your praises. For I, Jan Delane, am none other than the ice. Erg.
Okay. This one's down here.
Jan Delane sent you? Let me guess, the balmy fool's lost his tools, pardon me, the appendages of his very soul, again, and is thrashing and tossing like the end of days is nigh. The man brings it on himself. If he toned down the theatrics and went about his work like an earnest craftsman, I dare say he'd save himself these misunderstandings. No, I've not a whit of sympathy for the fool. You, however, have my pity indeed for having to play audience to his whinging. Any road, this should shut him up for a while. Tell him that if he loses these, I'll graft the next pair into his bloody hands.
Okay. Alrighty. So we gotta go to Gridania. Bloodshore. It came from the deep. Let's go up there and check that out.
You're the one Commander Riki said to expect, then? I'm Will Falk, a private in the Commander's foreign levy. As ye can see, there ain't much for me to coordinate. The fishbacks made a good mess of that ship, seems barely a handful of the poor buggers what were sailing on it made it ashore alive.
Where am I? Where is Robin? Where is my son?
Now ye just calm yourself down, good wife. We'll have your boy back in your arms afore ye can spit up another lungful of seawater. The tide's been merciful to a fortunate few like the good wife here, and carried them all the way to the beach. Here. You'll be needin' some of me medical supplies for the bleedin' and the injured. Take a walk along the coast, now, and help them as ain't beyond helpin'. I can barely breathe. Thank you, thank you. Which of the 7 heavens is this? Bloodshore? Up. I made it? One moment we was sailing along, happy as ye please, the next, I was struggling to keep me head above the waves. Arg. Me shoulder. It burns. Don't take me arm, I'm begging ye. Ah, I can feel me fingers again. Those gutless fishbacks. They were over the rail and swinging afore I could stammer out a prayer to the navigator. Ugh. Wave slammed me into the rocks. They cut me up some, I think. Is it bad? My thanks. I feel much stronger now. All I remember is an impact like bloody thunder, and the deck lurching beneath my feet. Then they came aboard. Ye've saved some lives this day, lad. 'Tis a terrible thing what happened, but ye take what solace ye can in the little victories. Not that any amount of solace'll have me forgiven those blasted fishbacks. Ye expect attacks on the Navy, that's what we signed up for, but sinking a civilian ship with women and children aboard. The Sahagin have ice water for blood, I tell ye.
No. Not my little Robin.
Me condolences, good wife, I know how hard this must. Leviathan's scaly arse. Sahagin. Here? Hush. Hush. What? You didn't get your fill of slaughter out on the strait. If you want to finish the job you started, then ye'd best start with me. Hush. Mom.
Robin? My darling Robin.
Mom. There you are.
Oh, my dear Robin, you're safe. Thank the 12 above.
Okay, so this one's unlocking more tribal quests.
The lad's alive? What manner of fishback trickery is this?
Those aren't the same fishbacks.
I'm fine, if a bit wet. I thought I would sink right to the bottom of the sea, but then some nice fishmen came and saved me. They were not like the scary ones that came after our ship. But the stories say that all the fishmen are nasty. Isn't that odd? Might I ask you a favor? I found this necklace at the bottom of the little boat the nice fishmen used to carry me to the shore. I'm certain it must be one of theirs. I'd take it back to them myself, but I don't think my mum would like that. Could you maybe return it for me? The last I saw, they were swimming towards western La Nocia. That must be where they live. I wonder if their houses are made of seaweed.
Okay. So they're from over this way. Okay, they're from the Alipore area. No, 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 no. Leave me alone.
What is the meaning of this trespass? I should skewer you where you stand, finless one. Hush. You carry the necklace of Clutchfather Nof. How is it that you possess this cherished treasure? You come at the behest of the child he saved? Sue unusual manners for a shorewalker. Hush. You may pass. Seek out Clutchfather Nof and be sure to keep your tone respectful. He is the elder of our clan.
I love people's reactions to my character name.
Ha ha ha. Rare it is to see a shorewalker in our midst. I am Nof, Clutchfather to this clan of spawnlings. Ah, the finless child bid you return my necklace, did he? Hush? No, I had no special reason for solving the boy. Only that for the Sahajin, as it is for you shorewalkers, offspring are considered the most precious of treasures. All that reside here are bound by ties of blood. All are the children of the Clutchfather. Only slightly less precious to me than my spawn is the trinket you bring. It was a gift, a commendation from our beloved matriarch. I thank you for returning it to me. We have a saying, the favor of one is repaid by the gratitude of the clutch. Hush. I welcome you to our home. Perhaps a modest banquet is in order. I do not know, however, if our spread will agree with your shorewalker stomach. Ha ha ha.
Good point, good point. Clutch and Kin.
Hush. You witnessed the aftermath of the attack in the Strait of Merlther? Yes, it was indeed perpetrated by Sahagin.
Just update the info here. 47, let's go.
The individuals responsible are called the Coral Tridents. They reside in the Sopsa spawning grounds, and are known among our people as a volatile and fanatical faction. We had hoped to prevent them from ever reaching that vessel, but alas, the current was not in our favor. Foolishness. Their actions only invite further violence through retaliation. And what of Nov and his clutch, you ask? We live apart from the spawning grounds, and pursue a separate agenda. I do not claim to understand the structure of your civilization, but for us Sahagin, each clan of Clutchmates is led by a single clutch father. The Indigo Matriarch, what you might call our queen, bestows each clutch of her eggs upon only the bravest and most seasoned warriors. It is then a clutch father's duty to raise and instruct his charges in the ways of our people. Hush. But for this cycle to continue, the matriarch must have a secure environment in which to bear her offspring. That is why we chose to make this land our home. It is unfortunate, then, that the Sopsa spawning grounds have become the locus of Sioux conflict. If only more shorewalkers were like you, and spent a moment to understand our situa. Clutch Father, I need your counsel. Hush. What have I taught you, Suyu? A Sahagin does not flail and splash about so, he rolls with the waves, and rides the currents. Forgive me, Clutch Father, Push. It is Paiu, our 6th youngest brother. What of him? Hush. He has left the nursery without permission. He spoke of talking shans into the Coral Tridents. Hush. His brain is as soft as his spawnling's scales. And this at a time when I cannot afford to take my eyes off the rest of the clutch. Though our stance towards each other is not yet clear, Shorewalker, I would ask a boon of you, Save my foolish sin. Suyu here will have more to say on the subject, I am sure.
I love how they kind of like draw out or stutter their S's, that's funny.
You have no HCLs, and yet the Clutch Father seems to trust you. I shall do the sham.
The sham.
As you just heard, my brother Paiu has taken it upon himself to educate the Coral Tridents. He is one of our more impetuous Shachpon brothers, and yet young, he does not realize the peril he puts himself in. The Tridents will not listen to Paiu's reasoning. They will laugh as they impale him on their Shach peers. Please, bring Paiu back softly to the nursery. By now, he must be some distance across the land base, closer to North Tidegate.
I like the friendly tribes are pretty cool, like the Amalja dudes. Over here, okay. No, I don't want to fight these things. Leave me alone. Oh, does this lead me back? It does lead me back around. Okay, cool. Okay. Go in here.
This concerns you not, Shorewalker. Away with you, Finless One. Rescued by a Shorewalker. What am I to tell Clutchfather Noth? Spawn Brother Suyu bid you come to my aid? Hush. I do not understand these Coral Trident warriors. I scarce opened my maw before they proceeded to beat me bloody. The Clutchfather always says that the currents of discussion carry us to enlightenment, but it seems the words of a spawnling count for little and less. I simply wanted to put into practice what my Clutchmatests and I had been taught. Now, I sheerly face a punishment in addition to my beating.
Well, you can try to have conversations with certain. Doesn't mean they'll listen.
Welcome back, Shorewalker. You are kind to endanger yourself, though you owe us no Su loyalty. Payu will be appropriately disciplined for his reckless actions. Now, more than ever, the Sahagin must act with caution and wisdom. Many of our people reside peacefully within our city in the Indigo Deep, but our civilization faces a steady and treacherous decline. We must venture onto land to secure spawning grounds to lay our eggs, and build nurseries to raise our young. It is an essential element of our breeding cycle, an instinct too powerful to ignore. Our traditional spawning grounds were, however, annihilated in the calamity. Thus were we forced to seize this new location, the region the Finless Ones call Western La Nosea. Hush. It is not surprising that the Shorewalkers view our sudden aggressive expansion as not more than an invasion. But this seemingly unprovoked attack on their territory is, in truth, a desperate struggle for survival. Without this land, without a place to rear offspring, the Sahagin race is doomed. We are in no position to wage war against the Shorewalkers. We must attempt a parley, and learn to exist side by side. The Coral Tridents, as you have no doubt realized, do not comprehend the merits of a diplomatic approach. They seek only to control the weak of mind, those like their brutal serpent reavers, and slaughter all others who oppose them. Hush. Do not mistake me as a traitor to my kind. I hold no love for Finless Ones. I shed salty tears when the great Leviathan is summoned and the Lord of the world gathers new drowned Shorewalkers to his fold. But conflict with your peoples is not the answer to our woes. We must look beyond the present, and ensure calmer waters, waters in which the future of our race can thrive. Shorewalker, your arrival is a precious gift. I would have you become the first stone in the bridge I hope to build between our peoples, and the rock which blunts the mindless spears of the Coral Tridents. I pray you, lend us your aid. Your presence is most welcome, Shorewalker. My warriors are eager, but lack the experience to engage such vicious opponents as the Coral Tridents. We will halt the Zealots' advance at the shoreline, and begin to repair the damage they have done to our chance at peace. There is much work ahead, but together we can put an end to this meaningless bloodshed.
Blushed.
You have achieved
there we
mutual
go.
reputation with Nof's clutch. Sahajin Society quests are now available from Fiu at Nof's nursery. Furthermore, you may now purchase wares from the Nof's clutch vendor.
Nice. Killing me softly. Working on highway robbery, which is over there. I haven't been over there yet? Oh.
Lean take the lot of ye. Ye'd have me believe that there's not a single piece of evidence in this entire God's forsaken amulet. And who might you be? An adventurer come on behalf of old Tracret. Who said I was looking for help, anyway? Tracret did? Ha! I'll have ye both know that it's all clear skies and smooth sailing air. I was just about to file my report to. I ain't fooling no one. A good tons of saltpeter's been snatched from our hands, like as not by someone who'd use it to sink our fair limser to the bottom of the sea. All right, I'll share with ye what me men have gleaned, though I warn ye, it ain't much. Given the scope of the act, we believe it was a coordinated effort by a well-trained group. What's more, given the sheer speed with which the scurvy thieves vanished from our sight, I reckon that they have knowledge of passages unknown to us. I had me hopes up that my men would have found something, but they had no such luck. What say ye? Care to take a look around and see if ye can find the evidence me half blind and thrice daft subordinates couldn't?
Search your clues, okay.
Joseph, was it? Well, find any evidence that could shed some light on our investigation? What have we here? A pickaxe, and a rather sorry-looking one, at that. Do you reckon this was left behind by the perpetrators? In my time with the Maelstrom, I've confronted just about every pirate, brigand, and highwayman in these parts, but I've not known any of them to employ a tool like this. No, I'd wager more than a round at the wench that our band of grubby little thieves ain't no ordinary men. It's all becoming clear to me. And yourself, no doubt. Tell me, Joseph, might ye be thinking what I'm thinking? I knew ye were a sharp one. The moment I laid eyes on that pickaxe ye found, me mind was convinced. The primitive maker this tool, an all too elfy interest in explosives, all signs point to those rat-faced rapscallions being behind all this. It's so bloody obvious now that I could almost kick myself, and me good-for-nothing men, for not coming to this conclusion sooner. But this is hardly a time for whinging. No, we must strike quickly if we mean to reclaim what's ours. Camp Overlook is our front line of defense against those tunnel-burrowing thieves. If anyone has a notion of where they've taken the saltpeter and how they plan to use it, it'll be Commander Bleedin'. I'm off to deliver me report, but I've an hunch our job has only begun. What say you come along, Joseph? You're the first capable man I've worked with today.
Make it quick, adventurer. As ye can see, I've got me hands full with our little friend here. This is an outrage, a farce, an atrocity, an outrage. This is an insult, and we kobolds will not stand for it. No, no, stand no more. Ye'll not have legs to stand on if ye don't quit blabbering and spill the truth about whatever it is ye scurvy rats are plotting. Plotting? There is no plotting. No, no, we plot nothing, naught, nil, nothing. Enough. Unlike you and your ilk, I've a workin' pair of eyes and at least half me wits about me. Ye think I've not seen you lot blastin' and scurryin' around Umaro of late?
Commander Bleedin', sir.
Skaiswis? Aye, it's a treat to see me old trainee, but I fear a brewin' kobold plot demands me attention.
Joseph Eyre and I just might be able to help ye with that, Commander. I trust ye've aired the news of our missing shipment of saltpeter?
So soon she knows? This cannot be. No, no, it cannot be. Ha, I knew it. Your endless tongue wagon has finally dug your own grave. It was not us. No, no, not us. It was them, yes, yes, them.
What nonsense is this? Beady eyes, frizzy tail, a penchant for causing us trouble, a kobold's a kobold.
This is not so. No, no, not so. There are kobolds, and then there are kobolds, and then there are kobolds still. It is the low ones who stole your precious saltpeter, the ones who live down, beneath, below. Beneath and below? Come to think of it, Me scouts did mention a particularly scraggy band of kobolds what seemed to have made their home at the cliff base. Yes, yes. That is the place. That is the home of the 789th. They are the worst of the worst. They are most stinky, smelly, scummy, stinky, and ugly, too.
Commander, as the presiding officer in this investigation, I request permission to go below and investigate the so-called 789th. Furthermore, I would enlist this adventurer to join me. He's proven himself capable, and it would seem we go up against a worthy foe.
As ye please, Lieutenant. But I warn ye, be careful down there. The sight of a kobold won't strike fear into anyone's heart, but their bite, and their bombs, are a fair sight worse than their bark.
Understood, Commander, will not let ye down. And with that, I take my leave. Till sea swallows all. Well, Joseph, are ye ready to take on the scurviest band of kobolds in La Nocia? Ye'd best be, because I'm counting on ye to make yourself useful.
Okay, so this is unlocking kobold quests.
Well, well. What have we here? 1, 2, 3 crates of saltpeter. It would seem our kobold informant spoke true. What the dash? Surrounded? Stand ready, Joseph. Are you just going to stand there squeaking at me all day? Fight with honor, or die like the rats ye are.
Are there no alternatives, choices, options, alternatives? Such as perhaps, surrender? Yes, yes, surrender. We surrender.
Did you just say, surrender?
Yes, yes, we surrender, yield, submit, surrender.
What in the seven hells? I haven't an inkling as to the whys and wherefores, but it seems the notorious 789th is keen to return their plunder without so much as a fight. I, for one, wouldn't have been opposed to cracking a few kobold skulls, but considering the strained relations between Limsa and the little buggers these days, who can argue with good diplomacy? Any road, I'll report back to Commander Bleedin and arrange for the transport of the supplies, and with a reliable escort this time. In the meantime, why don't ye ask around and see what ye can learn about our new neighbors? After all, they don't seem half as imposing as I expected, their leader least of all. Best of luck, Joseph. Till sea swallows all.
Alright.
You are still here? We have surrendered, yes? Yielded, submitted, surrendered? You will not hurt us, yes? Phew. I am relieved, reassured, relaxed, relieved. And who I am, you ask? I am Gigu, and Gigu is foreman of the 789th. Leader in name, yes, but no more. No, no, no more. For in truth, no one listens to Gigu. Gigu is ignored, invisible, insulted, ignored, incompetent, too. The 789th stole your precious boom powder? Yes, yes, we did. And yet, we had good cause for doing so, an excuse, a reason, a cause. Ours is a peaceful order by nature. The 789th troubled no one, and no one troubled us. No, not until now. Now we are driven from the tunnels, exiled to this place that stinks of soil and seawater. But you are a stranger, and I ramble too much, too soon. No, no, I will speak no more. Go now, and leave Gigu to his suffering, his pain, his shame, his suffering.
He is an interesting character. How low can you go?
You are still here, yes? Yes, yes, you are. You would hear the sad tale of Gigu and the 789th? Then listen, listen and weep, sob, cry, weep. You think you people have it tough? You know nothing. No, nothing at all. Ours is a world of kobold eat kobold. Yes, ours is a constant struggle, a labor, a toil, a struggle for survival. Dig and dig, we do, dig for ore and riches. Dig well, and we are rewarded. Better digs are given us, and more weight do our words carry. Dig poorly, and we are shunned, reviled, scorned, shunned. You know that kobold orders have numbers, yes? Yes, yes, you know. The smaller the number, the greater the order. You find this curious, but this is the kobold way. How many orders, you ask? Yes, yes, how many? 789 we have, and not one more. We exist at the backside of kobold society, the bottom, the rear, the backside. And so from the tunnels we are driven. Dig more, find more, make more wealth for your betters. Then you can come home, they say. But this dry vein holds no treasures. No, no, nothing. Meanwhile, our kin in Umaro hoard treasures so great that they toss gold away, toss it away like garbage. Yes, their trash is our treasure. Any moment now, we will be judged on our haul, but our sack is empty, barren, bare, empty. You must go down to the dig and bring back something, anything for us. I beg of you, yes, yes, even the shabbiest scraps will do.
A worthless ore from the kobold dig.
From dawn till dusk, dusk till dawn we dig, and yet our barrows are empty, bare, barren, empty. We are not welcome down below, but you will find something for us, yes? Yes, yes, you must. Could it be? Yes, yes, it could. Why, these dirty lumps, chunks, scraps, lumps, exceed our haul from the past 3 moons. You have my thanks, adventurer, and my gratitude. Oh, but you must not leave so soon. No, no, longer you must stay, persist, sojourn, stay. Until Zoga has come and gone. Who is Zoga, you ask? Zoga is a giant among kobolds, a beast, a brute, a giant. So smart and strong is Zoga, that his order surges to the top of the ranks. Zoga would lead us all into a new era of prosperity, or so Zoga claims. But this is a sham. Yes, Zoga cares only for Zo Georgia weak you are? Zoga will use you, then throw you away. Yes, Zoga stomps all over us, tramples, stamps, stomps. This is why you must stay, adventurer. Stay, and watch over us from the shadows. This place reeks, stinks, smells, reeks. You said you were taking us to a steam bath. You're a big fat liar, a cheat, a fraud, a liar. Stop your bloody squealing. Work before pleasure, or do you want to join the riffraff in their rotten trash heap? No, no, I thought not. Greetings, Zoga. How kind of you to visit our humble dig. I must say, you're looking especially impressive today, imposing, overpowering, overwhelming, overbearing. Ah. Yeah, and you're looking as scruffy as ever, whatever your name was.
13th Order.
But enough talk, my time's worth more than your sorry hide. Now let's see what you've got for me. Is this your monthly haul, or what popped out of your asshole this morning? Once a sluggard, always a sluggard, stragglers, sloths, sluggards, the lot of you. The 789th are no sluggards, Zo Georgia no, not a one. Every day do we toil in the mines, slave, sweat, toil from dawn until dusk. Yes, we set down our pickaxes only to eat and sleep. Eat? Sleep? It seems we have a misunderstanding here, a mistake, a misconception, a misunderstanding. Sleep? Food? These are luxuries, comforts, indulgences, luxuries. And luxuries, yes, luxuries are for kobolds who can dig their own weight. You earn nothing, you deserve nothing, you are nothing. No rations for a month or until you increase your haul 100-fold, whichever comes last. But, Zoga, we are already weak and hungry. Cut off our food supply, and we will starve, wither, die. Then die, yes, die. Each day you live, you breathe our air and eat our food, and give nothing in return. You're a parasite, goo, a leech, a sponge, a parasite. Your very existence keeps us from achieving our potential. But I can think of one way you might be of use. Yes, the shriveled carcasses of you and your lot could feed our furnaces, fodder, fuel, feed for your betters. You cannot mean what you say, Zoga. No, this must be some cruel joke, a jest, eh? The only joke around here is you goo. I'll not repeat myself this time, 100-fold. An ons less, and you'll be the first to burn, singe, sizzle, burn. Let's go, ladies. Yes, the stench of sloth and stupidity, in this dump is making me sick. Remember, ladies, this is the fate of those who don't dig their own weight. Now, I do believe it's time for that steam bath. Hey. Oh, woe is me, misery, misfortune, woe.
What in the seven L's just happened? I come back from Camp Overlook, only to see some overstuffed kobold strutting around like he owns the place.
You are not so wrong. No, no, your words are true. Zoga leads the 13th, yes, and has many friends and followers in Yumuro. His power grows with each day. With each day, one less kobold challenges the word of Zo Georgia, soon none will be left to oppose him.
Georgia.
No, no, not a one.
So what are ye saying? That you're just going to let that self-styled tyrant walk all over ye?
Yes? We have no choice, no recourse, no refuge.
What kind of an answer is that? Ain't ye got a shred of dignity in your whole body?
No, no, I do not.
Look, I don't know your kobold hierarchies from an ole in the ground. What I do know is that if anyone talked to me like that, I'd go to the 7th L and back to cut him down to size.
But you are strong, bold, brave, strong, and I am.
Lean of mercy. I can't stand to look at the sorry lot of ye. Are ye kobolds, or dormice? Look, ye might not have the spine to stand up for yourselves, but Joseph Eyre and I sure as elves do. Ain't that right, Joseph? Just tell us where we can find this Zogar.
You know not what you say. No, no, you know nothing. It is pure madness to oppose Zoga, folly, insanity, madness.
The only thing what's driving me mad is your endless wailing. That settles it. I'm not leaving this stinkin' ole till Zogar falls on his hands and knees before me begging for mercy, no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
But,
Did ye just say something?
no, no, nothing at all.
Damn.
Zoga does not suffer opposition lightly. No, not in the least. If we cross him, he will crush us. We are doomed, cursed, damned, doomed. Oh, adventurer, do not leave us. No, no, you must not go. The Roegadin woman frightens me even more than Zoga, horrifies, terrifies, frightens. But we have no choice. No, no, we have none. You will protect us from Zoga's bullying, yes? Yes, yes, you will? Oh, adventurer, you are too kind, gracious, generous, kind. Yes, yes, kind, and possessing the strength of 100 kobolds. Yes, yes, 100 kobolds. You do not need Gigu's help. No, no, you do not. Good luck fighting Zoga, adventurer. I await word of your triumph, your victory, your success. You have achieved neutral reputation with the 789th Order. Kobold Society quests are now available from 789th Order Dustman Boat Su. Furthermore, you may now purchase wares from the 789th Order vendor.
Fortune favors the kobold. Okay. All right, let's go to Limzo's good. Let's go to Uldania. Let's go back to Ulda. I want to make sure I'm getting all the side quests here out of the way. Or not all the side quests, but the important ones. So those two I don't need. Let's go to the Royal Chamber. Gladiator's Guild works. Oh yeah, I need to get that. So you want, those don't matter. I need to go up to the Alchemist Guild, that's right.
You've come on behalf of Jandalane? Why, I just furnished him with a fresh batch of my special creations last week. I realize the man's services are in demand, but it would be physically impossible for him to exhaust the entire supply so soon. Stolen, you say? An unfortunate turn of events, indeed, if not entirely unexpected. You see, the man is something of a genius, and genius is often misunderstood by modest minds. Trust me, as I speak from extensive personal experience. Yes, great minds must band together in trying times, lest the realm be deprived of our talents. And so I command you, deliver this parcel to Jandalane with all speed.
Alright. So now let's go to Gridania. Pick up the last thing. This quest. And see if there's any other quests I can pick up that are useful. They want to be an archer and a carpenter. Yeah, so that's stuff I don't want.
A message from Jandalane, you say? So he's lost another one. Does the man not understand that wood doesn't simply grow on? Actually it does, at least in a manner of speaking. But the fact remains that resources are in short supply. For all his flowery words, if his tools were truly an extension of his very being, one would think he'd find a way to hold on to them for more than a fortnight or two. Jandalane's skills are not to be doubted, but his temperament leaves much to be desired. Still, it is not my place to judge. Take this to him and let us both hope that he will right his ways.
Alright, so we are done with that. Let me go up here. Make sure there's no quests that are needed up here. Oh, looks like we're good. Let's go back to Limsa Lamensa. And we will turn in this quest. Just double check. Oh, we should be good. Oh, actually, I might be able to do that sightseeing now. Let's go down to the Fisherman's Guild. Now we want to go over here. It's a clear night. It's between 5 and 6, and I think I can do this sightseeing. I hope. There we go. The Astalasia. Registered as a trade vessel hailing from the foreign waters, this battle-scarred warship, captained by the lord of the region's underworld, Elifer, serves as a gathering place for brigands, cutthroats, and the purveyors of sundry other breeds of villainy. It is here that the city-state's many pirates' crews find new recruits to join their ranks. Nice. That is the first piece of sightseeing I have got done, I believe. Yeah. Let's go over to the aft castle area, I think. I gotta check this. Yeah, we're good.
If there is an ounce of compassion in you, friend, I beg of you, retrieve for me the tools of my trade. For I am none other than Jandalane, the ice. Erg. Could this be? Yes. I can feel it. The light returns to my eyes. Power courses through my fingers. I live. And as I live, this unspeakable embodiment of ugliness must die. Begone, foul demon. And so I ask, how do you feel, madam?
Why, it's as if, in but a single magnificent moment, I traveled beyond the void and returned to life as the embodiment of all that is beautiful in this world. Could it be? Yes, it must. How else to explain such power? You are the one whose coming was foretold. You, yes, you, are the aesthetician.
In the flesh, madam. I am Jandalane, crafter of coiffures so divine that Menfina herself doth begrudge my clientele their beauty. But let us speak of you, madam. For where a moment ago stood a fashion challenged from, now there stands a beauty reborn. And you are the one I must thank for reviving my soul, that I might once again bestow my gifts on a realm bereft of beauty, a kindness I intend to repay in full. Do you fear that your own hairstyle is becoming passé? Fear the specter of ugliness threatening to consume you? Fear not, friend, for it shall not survive my wrath.
Yeah.
As the madam before you, as this very realm we call home, from an abyss of unfathomable drabness, you shall rise anew. My clients have been known to make reservations moons, even years, in advance, but you shall know no such troubles. No, for proving a staunch ally to good taste when all others turned a blind eye, I gladly place myself at your beck and call. Yes, the next time you find yourself plagued by aesthetic ennui, you need only ring the crystal bell from the comfort of any inn room at which you have taken up lodgings. Jandalane shall hasten to the scene. Yes, in a flash, the dreary, uninspired life you have hitherto known shall end. You shall travel to the realm beyond, and return to us as a beauty reborn. I give you this as a token of the trust between us. Treasure it, for it is the key to a world of aesthetic wonders ordinary men shall never know.
Oh, Master Jandalane. Do come back. I've not made my next appointment.
Yay! We can cut our hair. Okay. Now we can get back to main story quest stuff. I believe I have just about everything except the housing lodges, but that's okay. We can do that some other time. Let's go to the Revenant's Toll.
Want to go in? It hardly needs saying, but try not to be seen. Do you have the mammoth heart? I can't wait to see if it works. Hurrah! Thank you so much. But this is magnificent. It must have cost an emperor's ransom. Free of charge, courtesy of Alphanod? Coming from an influential family certainly has its advantages. But without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit, so it should slot right in. There. She's ready. Mahitech armor, engage.
Once.
Or not. Ha ha ha. She just needs a loving tap, I'll wager. Yes. She's alive. Let's take her outside and put her through her paces. Joseph, would you care to do the honors?
Over here, okay.
Hop into the pilot's seat. We'll begin as soon as you're ready. First, I'd like you to try climbing that tangle of crystals yonder, as far up as you can go, if you please. Oh, and if for some reason you need to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. No anomalous movements evident from either leg. Good. Next, jump back down and then sprint north, quick as you can.
Oh.
Leg joints absorbing all impact without incident. Excellent. Please make your way back, Joseph. The torso remains stable during vigorous motion. Excellent. And that concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation. Here is a summary of my findings. The drivetrain is in sound condition. With some fine-tuning, we can expect a noticeable improvement in performance. As for the servo mechanism, I'm afraid it's not nearly as responsive as it should be, and I'm at a loss to explain why. The mammoth heart is in pristine condition, and should be installed correctly. Perhaps its inner workings are simply too different to operate harmoniously with the armor's other mechanisms? Whereas Mahitech cores serve only to conduct impulses, mammoth hearts enable automata to process the information collected by their sensors as feelings. Maybe she just doesn't feel like part of the team? In which case, we should all do our best to make her feel welcome. Daft as it felt, I gave it my best. I've welcomed myself to a bloody standstill. What were you expecting it to do anyway? Bob us a curtsy? No doubt you're wondering why the servo mechanism is so important as to warrant this silliness. Without it, the pilot would be required to control the armor's every movement manually. This would be an onerous task at the best of times, and wholly impractical during battle. Using a mammoth heart in place of the worn Mahitech core seemed a promising solution. Alas, the device does not appear to be compatible with Garlean technology. Wedge, are there no other ways we might demonstrate our appreciation to our friend here? I'm at my wit's end, Chief. She just doesn't seem convinced. We could try a little dance, perhaps, or cheer our heads off? Imperials. They've come for the armor. Damn it. They have us cornered. There's the Reaper. Taken by the traitor Garland, and is that the Icon Slayer? Oh, bollocks. Call for reinforcements. The hells you will.
Interference.
We've located the stolen Reaper. Requesting immediate assistance. Respond. Respond. It's no use, sir. There's some sort of interference. Curse you, Garland. No matter. If we can't reclaim it, destroy it.
This motherfucker.
Bloody hells. Joseph, protect the armor at all costs.
Noted. Let's do it. Okay. Okay, let's go.
We cannot summon the enemy and use our weapons against them. You're not undoing our hard work.
No, no, no. Oh, it remembers this. Friend. 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 Lover.
Chief, look. She moved. Ah, now she deigns to grace us with her presence. It took us a good while, but we're finally ready. It's time to infiltrate Castrum Sentry and rescue our comrades.
Alright, I think we're about to have a shit ton of story happen soon. So
There, the finishing touch.
what'd you spray on it? Is that their symbol? Very nice. Well, I think once I turn this in, that's gonna be it for tonight. Did a shit ton of side quests and did like one main story quest.
The servo mechanism is now fully functional, and all it took was a simple fight to the death. Remind me not to install a mammoth heart aboard the Enterprise, would you? Much as I love her, I would rather not be required to profess it before boarding. But enough of that. Let us see to our final preparations. Thanks to Biggs and Wedge, the Reaper is as good as new. We're as prepared as we're like to get.
Count speed in Mordona has increased. Very nice. We will talk to Sid tomorrow. And I believe I am good on recommended. Yeah, we're good. So, everybody watching the stream, I appreciate you being here. All you lurkers. Anybody else, I guess? I can't remember if anybody else said anything. But yep, y'all have a good night and I'll catch you tomorrow.